Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's InstructLab community meeting. Today is the 22nd of October, 2024. Before we get into the meeting, there are just a few things I want to cover. All of the meetings are using the InstructLab Community Code of Conduct, which just the TLDR of it is just to be nice to people and to not speak over each other. All of the meetings are going to be recorded and will be posted on the InstructLab YouTube channel. If you prefer to not be on camera, then you can turn off your camera, or you can dial in via phone if you don't want your name to appear as well. If there are any questions you want to ask, then please raise your hand. If you are joining via phone, you aren't able to do that. So just interrupt whenever you feel like you can. If you want to write in chat messages as well, that's fine. All of the chat messages will also be transcribed and saved. And at the bottom of our weekly community meetings notes, we have a list of attendees. So if you would like to write down your name, feel free to do so. We just want to track who is attending these meetings. So to get into it, a new version of InstructLab has been released, version 0.19.4. From what I've read, it was just very minor changes, just a few bug fixes and changing names of a few things. I don't think there's anybody here who can expand on that. I'll take that as a no, so I'll just move forward to the next one. This week we have a InstructLab demo at the IBM Tech Exchange, where I've provided a link to a LinkedIn post. Julia Denham and JJ Ashgar have given a demo on the InstructLab project. It looks like there's a lot of people, and I've heard that the feedback was generally very well. It was very good, so I'm very happy about that. Next week, we will also have InstructLab at the All Things Open in Riley, I believe. Our meeting will actually also be taking place there next week as well. So be on a lookout for that. I do want to say that I've noticed that there has been, I think that it's daylight savings time in the States next week. So the times have shifted a little bit for the Europeans anyway, because I noticed that it was on the next week's meeting and onwards will be at 2 p.m. My time. The one big topic I wanted to cover for this week was the future of the meeting times. So last week on Thursday we had the meeting for the CLI, and one of the big topic points that was raised was the meeting times and how it could be difficult for people to attend. I'll just share this tab quickly. One of the big points that was raised was that nowadays the meetings don't fill the entire hour, both for the community meeting and for the CLI meeting. One of the things proposed was that we merge the meetings together. So I'd like to hear opinions on that. But personally speaking, I believe that having the meetings separate is good, because there were a lot of meetings before where they would take up the full hour. Right now, because we have All Things Open and we have IBM Tech Exchange and KubeCon coming up in a month as well, meetings have been a bit shorter. One of the other points raised with this, with the meetings as well, was that we should consider different time zones as well. I know, for example, like if you're in California, which is 8 hours behind, I think it's 7 a.m. over there. So if the meetings are not fully used to the hour, it can feel a bit disingenuous sometimes, or it can feel a bit frustrating to join when there's not much going on, and then only for you to be told that please join the other meeting in the next couple of days, or join the triage meetings. There aren't a lot of people here, so I don't know if there's somebody wants to raise. I think this is something that we could definitely revisit for a future meeting when there are more people present. Are there any opinions on or anything else you would like to add to this topic? Go ahead, Kara.
I would say if we wanted to have a portion of the meeting around CLI and any questions around taxonomy, that's fine. But I would be, but this would still need to be the main focus is the community meeting.
Mm.
Whether we change the time or not, that is dependent on the community. But I just noticed that the notes here say InstructLab CLI meeting.
Go ahead, Ali. Save your hand raised as well.
Yeah, I was just wondering from your point of view, what is like in scope to discuss from this meeting as it stands? I don't have a strong opinion on whether or not the CLI meeting should get merged with it or not. I just wanted to make sure that I understood like the goals for this one.
For this meeting, because there haven't been much going on, which are apart from the IBM Tech Exchange, I just wanted to raise awareness on what's happening over there, and also that the meeting for next week will be at All Things Open.
Got it. No, I meant like in general when we have this weekly meeting, is it just for community announcements? Like what kind of discussion do you see happening here? 'Cause I know the taxonomy folks also have their own meeting that's like pretty regular.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand now. So from since I've joined in August, this meeting was usually for community announcements as well. And then from those announcements, if there were any questions people had, like let's say about the new CLI update, they would ask them here. We would get feedback. It would be to announce events. Also, like with last week, for example, as well, or 2 weeks ago, we also announced the UI and we got feedback on that. And just to like raise awareness in general.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Is there? So that's all there is for this week. We don't have much on the agenda. Is there anything else anybody else wants to add, or? I'll take that as a no. I'm happy to give back the like the 50 minutes if everybody is okay with this. Okay, so I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so thank you for attending this week's albeit very short meeting. See you in the next one. Thank you.
Thanks, Dominic.